relax, you already know why you make studios. It's the Danny Brown Show, we about to get live, let's go. It's the Danny Brown Show, sit back, relax, you already know why you make studios. It's the Danny Brown Show, we about to get live, let's go.
Yo, 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 what's up, dog? Coming to y'all from beautiful Austin, Texas, here at YMH Studios. It's the Danny Brown Show. I got the booth boys with me. And I got my booth girl, Nene. What up?
Hey.
How y'all doing?
Pretty great.
Doing good.
It's great, man. We got the legendary Greg Fitzsimmons in the house, man. How you doing, brother?
I like that opening song. Made me think of Cypress Hill a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, but I definitely took a lot from Be Real.
Yeah.
Be Real and Farside.
Oh, yeah, Farside.
When I came with my voice. And Eminem.
Yeah.
I got that. I mean, because it started, obviously, my voice gets high pitched when I get excited about certain shit and stuff like that. But I have a normal rapping voice. I had like 3, 4, 5 rapping voices. But I remember when I first did that, it was funny to me.
Yeah.
And so when I do like silly shit or make like, it just like punchlines and shit hit harder in that voice.
Yeah.
So I just kept doing it.
I think Kendrick's like that too.
Yeah, Kendrick definitely.
And but have you ever fly somewhere? Like when I fly and I have to do a couple shows, if it's cross country, my vocal cords get dried out, and sometimes I start to lose it by the end of the show.
Yeah,
you ever have that happen?
I get like the what is it, throat coat?
Throat coat.
Yeah. So I keep that on my rider. So I'm always drinking a throat coat. And they got a spray called Vocalese. And I used Vocalese. So, but throat coat is when I was a smoker, oh man, because we would smoke blunts all day. And by the time you get ready to get on stage, you'd be coughing up green shit. Yeah. And it would be like, oh man. But the throat coat has been a lifesaver for me, man.
Did you smoke cigarettes too, or just weed?
I used to smoke like a pack a day.
Damn.
I can't believe I'm fucking done smoking cigarettes.
What kind of cigarettes?
Newports. I'm black.
Of course. Didn't they say they're going to make them illegal to cut down on black people smoking?
No, what they did was they stopped the menthol.
Yeah.
Like even in Los Angeles.
Did you find that to be racist?
They don't sell no menthol. No, I mean, I don't think that's racist at all. I think more so it had to do with like younger people picking up smoking. Yeah. Because menthol is like
candy.
A cooler. Yeah, it's like a cooler. But even though these vapes and all that shit,
yeah.
But the menthol thing, I think it had to do with kids. Because I was in LA not too long ago, and I remember being in like a smoke shop, and they didn't have not one. It was just all red packs of Newports. I'm like, what are those? They were like, that's the regular Newports. The Newports aren't green. The pack ain't green. That's just the menthol version. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, they don't sell it. It's like, nope, no more menthol.
There used to be these strawberry cigarettes when I was growing up. I think they were like Parliament Berry or something. You know, they're trying to get kids to smoke. When I was little, I mean, I'm a lot older than you. How old are you?
43.
Yeah, I'm 58.
Shit, I can't wait to make it to your age, man.
Jesus, man.
To be out here kicking it.
58's pretty sweet.
Yeah, man.
Because you don't give a shit anymore. Like, when you're still your age, you're like, all right, I'm going to play fucking arenas and whatever. And then you get to 58 and you're like, I'm starting looking at my Social Security payouts, looking at my pension, how much of my mortgage do I have left? I just want to hit the finish line and chill out.
I mean, just in rap music, 43 is old as fuck.
It is.
You know? I didn't start till late. I didn't get my first record deal till I was 30.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What'd you do till you were 30?
Trying to get a fucking record deal.
No. Oh, you were grinding that whole time?
My entire
all
20s.
through your 20s?
Yes.
Really?
I was a broke fucking couch sleeping motherfucker with a rap dream.
What city?
Detroit.
Yeah. Oh, no wonder you like Eminem.
Yeah, of course. But I would say my career kind of started for me in New York though. Yeah. Because, you know, we have the days way before like the internet and social media and shit like that. So I would have to like go to New York or go to LA.
And I saw your CDs out front. You were handing out CDs back then?
Yeah, back in those days. Hell yeah. That's how I pretty much got discovered.
What clubs did you work out at?
Clubs? I didn't work with clubs.
No shit.
No, it was just it was more in Detroit. It was more of an open mic thing. You know, so we go to open mics and, you know, freestyle and stuff and do music there. Right. But that was the thing. But that was the thing too. I would go to New York and I would pass my music around and shit. But then they'd call back to like Detroit and be like, y'all ever heard of this guy? But no one ever fucking heard of me. So it was like, I got to make my name known in my city before I can even fucking go. So yeah. So then I went back after I had got out of jail and shit. I just really just stuck to like trying to get my name known in Detroit.
Yeah, well, jail probably helped a little bit, right?
Yeah, I mean, it reset me.
Yeah.
I say it was like the most terrible experience to go through in my life, but it was like the best thing that ever happened to me.
Got you serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was already in my mid-20s then, you know?
Uh-huh.
And it was almost like the clock was ticking. Like, you know, I don't have, because I didn't expect, I was like, damn, if I don't make it by the time I'm 30, I'm not going to make it.
Right.
You know, but.
And then you just did.
Yeah, like I say like around 28, that's when things started picking up for me.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, by the time, so like I said, I got my first record deal, I was 30. I just, you know, just embraced that shit.
What's that deal like? That first deal, do you look back and go, man, that was not a good deal for me? And your lawyers
my first
are
record
making
deal
better
was
ones
$5,000.
No, really?
Yeah. But it was the best thing that ever happened to me because if I felt like it made me work harder in that sense. I didn't feel like I made it.
You're not going to go out and buy a new car.
I spent that in like the first weekend.
Yeah, right. Paying people back probably.
I spent it at the first weekend in South by Southwest. You know, so it was like, you know, I didn't feel like I made it or nothing like that. So I was like, I still had to work harder.
Did that album do okay?
It's like people consider it to be a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Triple X. It's one of my, I would say, just based on what I was going through at the time of recording it and how I recorded and how I made it, it is a big pinnacle. I mean, it changed my life. So
when you do that, is the setup though, as far as, I don't know what you call it in music, but residuals, you would say in TV, like the back end money, like did you have a good setup for that? Or do you have a better percentage now than you did on that first album?
I mean, it changes as the years go.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'll still be able to perform those songs for the rest of my life.
Right.
So I think I make most of my income with shows.
Live shows.
Yeah.
And then you get some checks from Sirius XM.
No.
No?
Fuck no.
Why not?
I mean, you sign publishing deals.
Oh,
and stay like that.
So
you know,
they get
I
that
took
money.
that publishing. I took that publishing money. I was like, fuck that. That was too much to turn down.
Oh, so you either get the money up front or
you
you roll the
do.
dice and say, I'll get it down the road.
Yeah, you get it up front, and then if you make it long enough, you know you can get it back.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So I still got a long time to go before I can start seeing publishing money or like, you know, royalties and shit like that.
Yeah.
But
did you borrow money on the way up?
Yeah, definitely.
You did. Did you pay people back?
Yeah. Definitely.
They were surprised, some of them, right?
I mean, oh, you talking about like friends and shit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. But I thought you meant like more like from labels and shit like that. No. But yeah, definitely. I mean, I try to look out for people as much as I can. I mean, I'm pretty stingy though, to be honest.
Yeah. That's the way to be. That's how I am.
I tell people all the time, the quickest way to get rid of me is asking me for something. So that's that.
Well, that's funny because Ari Shaffer just asked you to do a song for his special, and you're like, I'm in.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
So I got him. You know? But that's asking.
That's no money out of your pocket.
Yeah, that's no money.
Yeah. And Ari's gonna pay you too. He won't tell you he will, but then he's gonna give you something.
I wouldn't even be looking forward to it. That's my boy.
He'll give you a gift.
I'll look out for him because he, like I say, Ari's like, he pull up to my shows and shit, and you know, just have a good time. Man.
You told me he crowd surfs and stage dives.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. I remember just being on stage and I just seen him just carrying this middle-aged bald guy.
The flying
I was
Jew.
like, who the fuck is this, man?
Right.
It was fucking Ari. But it was like the best. It was like the highlight of that tour for me to see that. So shout out my boy Ari, man.
Yeah, and I got to shout him out because he helped me out with my special. Like, gave me so much advice. Still texts me every day. Like, you gotta make this bold. You gotta put in this video. Like because he's done it. Because I'm doing the YouTube special, which is what he does.
Yeah.
And he's got like 4 or 5 million views or
Yeah,
more.
kill it. That last one was like the best comedy special of the year. Really.
Yeah. So mine's got 250,000 after a week.
Dope.
Which is more than I thought it would get.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
So now I got.
But you're like a legend, man. You've been doing this shit for so long. I mean, everybody know who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So
thank you.
That's just. I would expect that.
Well, I kind of went dormant on social media. I didn't catch the wave. You know, like when it was coming up, I was on MySpace and I was big on MySpace. And then when MySpace went away, I just kind of didn't bother getting into Instagram and Twitter. So I got like 100,000 followers on Instagram, but I need to get that up a lot higher.
I mean, I think for the most part, like a lot of people just be so caught up on the following numbers and shit like that. But if the engagement isn't there, it's nothing worse than seeing somebody with millions of followers and they can't even get 1,000 comments.
Oh,
you know, so it's like I'd rather have a smaller following with more engagement than all these followers that just ghost followers in that sense, you know?
But it sounds like you're pretty good with technical stuff. Like if you're producing your own stuff, and do you do your own social media?
I mean, I only use it for work purposes at this point.
Yeah.
You know, it shit is too toxic, man.
Yeah.
My mental health, man, I can't really fuck with it, man.
Right.
There's nothing worse than like, you know, you work so hard on doing something, you put something out, and so it's going to be somebody that say it sucked. It could be 20 comments of people saying how great it is, but then you just focus on that one fucking bad comment.
What is that about people?
I don't know.
Why do we do that?
That's just human nature.
Somebody told me it's because if you go back to us as like, you know, medieval cavemen or whatever, like if you were out in nature and there was, you know, a bunch of lions and they're all chilling out and they're grooming themselves, they're playing with their kids, but then there's one that's eyeballing you.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one you're focusing on. And that's where that instinct comes from. You're looking for the one person
that makes
that's
sense.
out to get you.
God damn it. All right.
Yeah.
Investing can feel intimidating, and people don't know where to start. What app or service do I use? How much money should I put in? Acorns make it easy to start automatically saving and investing for you, your kids, and your retirement. You don't need a lot of money or expertise to invest in Acorns. In fact, you can get started with just your spare change. Acorns recommends an expert-built portfolio that fits you and your money goals, then automatically invest money for you. And now, Acorns is putting their money into your future. Open an Acorns Later IRA and get up to 3% match on new contributions. That's extra money for your retirement. And we all know you got to put some away for a rainy day. You never know what can happen. So it's best to invest, save all your money, get ready to get your coins up because we don't know what the future holds. So head over to acorns.com/DannyB or download the Acorns app to start saving and investing for your future today. Paid non-client endorsement. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/DannyB.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Kids are always learning and growing, but as adults, sometimes we lose that curiosity. What's something you'd like to learn? Gardening, a new language, or maybe how to finally beat your friend in bowling? Therapy can help you reconnect with your sense of wonder because your back-to-school era can come at any age. Right now, summer is ending, and you know we're getting ready to go into the holiday season, so it's nothing better to be able to have somebody to talk to, especially when times get stressful. Therapy has worked wonders for me, so if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Rediscover your curiosity with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Danny Brown today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Danny Brown. Let's spin the fucking wheel, see what we got.
Hilarious.
Bloodletting. What the fuck is that?
It used to be like in medieval times, the doctors would, if you were sick, they would put leeches on you.
Really?
And the leeches would suck out your blood, and they thought that that would heal you.
But it doesn't. The removal of blood from a person with the intent, but it means a purpose to manage the disease. How do you even know some shit like this?
I'm a dark motherfucker.
That's just.
I read weird shit.
And why would y'all think I would know? I think they get a kick out of me not knowing shit. I don't know what the fuck is bloodletting.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like it makes sense though.
It does.
But it doesn't work.
Well, it does in the sense that like now they're doing stuff where they take your blood out and then they pump it full of oxygen and then they put it back in again. That's what athletes do. Like, you know, bicycle racers.
Really?
They oxidize their blood by taking it out and enriching it with oxygen. So I guess that's a form of bloodletting.
Fuck, that fucking sucks, it looks like.
Yeah, and they're pouring, see, they cut themselves and they put water on it because when the water's on it, it keeps the cut from healing. So it continues to bleed. Oh, that's why when people kill themselves, they go in a bathtub.
Oh, Okay.
Well, also because they care about the floor. They don't want their family to have to mop up their blood.
I can't fuck with this. Bloodletting. Oh, that looks
horrible.
That's fucking nasty.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
I mean, if it'll save your life, you gotta do whatever you gotta do. But
yeah,
I'm not trying to get any bloodletting done soon.
I don't know what country that is, but that looks like maybe India. And somebody said to me once, like, what's the one country you don't want to go? Yeah, India. What's the one country you don't want to go to? I gotta tell you, man, India. I like to be exotic. I've been to a lot of weird places, but India just seems like such a dirty place.
Yeah. Just smelling like curry everywhere. All right.
I had this Uber driver in New York City a couple weeks ago, and he's got his phone on his dashboard, and instead of looking at the directions, he's watching a Bollywood movie.
Bollywood.
You ever see the Bollywood movies?
Yeah, I mean, we sample from Bollywood all the time.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, they got some dope shit.
And I watched that, and I'm like, I was going to give a bad review, but I was like, that was a good fucking movie.
They be having crazy special effects, like the type of shit they be on. But yeah, fucking Bollywood albums, man, you can definitely find some good shit sampled. Yeah. You got to clear that shit because they don't know what the fuck going on.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah.
All right, we'll jump into some of these Ask Danny's, man. You can hit me up at Danny@theDannyBrownShow.com. That's Danny@theDannyBrownShow.com. First up, we got Toot for Love.
Ask Danny.
Danny, my girlfriend refused to fart in front of me, and I kind of wish she would. I see it as a sign of trust and comfort. It gets me wondering if she doesn't feel the same way I do because I ripped them off. And my ex used to toot around me all the time, and it was sort of cool. What should I do? Fart lover. Yeah, this seems like a bit of a fetish.
That sounds like a fetish.
But I don't want... I mean, I understand everybody got fucking, it's a human body, man. They got to do what they got to do. But, I mean, I would want my girl to not. I would rather her not. But I wouldn't care.
You don't see it as a sign of intimacy and acceptance?
If anything, I would say it's more just how comfortable they are around you.
Yeah.
And I mean, you really love me type shit. But,
oh, yeah, that's how I felt with my wife. The first time she farted, like, because we spoon at night.
Oh, man.
And I remember on your dick? She farted on my dick.
Is that a mating call? Like, what the fuck?
It felt good.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I pinned the covers down. I don't want anything coming out, but the sensation was pretty good.
I think it's just all about being comfortable with a person like that. But I totally get it, because I feel like with women, they feel like they still want to keep their sexiness about them. And that's not sexy at all.
Well, it's sexy, but I've been married 25 years this month. I've been married.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. And so I think there comes a point where you just can't physically not fart. I mean, how many years can you put it off?
Yeah.
So eventually, like, we started farting. But I think the key is when one of us farts, the other one always makes a joke about it.
Yeah.
Or you overreact. You go, oh, come on. You're deranged. You got to make the day that you fart and they say nothing, that's when you got to pack your shit. It's over.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
my girl trips. I just stare deep into her eyes and just let it go.
Yeah, yeah.
She'd be fucking pissed.
Do you ever, you ever drive in your car and then you fart so bad you have to pull over and check the bottom of your shoes?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
No.
that happened to me a couple weeks ago.
No, that's intense. That's intense. I mean, I've had some craziness happen, but no.
You ever fart and then you realize that you're about to valet park your car, and so you have to take another lap around the block?
No.
With the windows open?
That's crazy. That's crazy. I've mistakes happen. I used to do a lot of Molly, so.
Did you?
Yes, and that hits your stomach crazy, and it would be like, or
I
even
know
some of
that.
this fucking, you do some bad coke, and they got that fucking mixing it with fucking laxatives and shit.
You're
like
not
that.
doing coke.
No, I'm sober now.
You used to do coke?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I did some coke in my day.
It used to be fun.
It's really fun. No, that's the thing. People talk about, coke addicts and all that. It's like, yeah, but nobody mentions how amazing you feel on cocaine.
Just sitting around talking about nothing for hours, smoking cigarettes and shit.
Getting horny.
Yeah, but they can't do nothing because your dick won't get hard.
That's
right. Yeah. I've been there. Yeah, I've been sober for over a year now. So.
Oh, good for you, man.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I mean, it took a stint in rehab,
Yeah.
But I had to do what I had to do.
You do meetings or anything?
I was,
Yeah.
but then I started getting recognized too much. And then I started doing them over Zoom.
Yeah.
And then it just didn't work out. So
right. Oh, that's a shame.
But it's been good, pretty good.
You going to therapy?
I've tried, but then it got too expensive.
Shut up.
And I was like, man,
you are stingy.
I'm like, this is a car note. Why am I paying all this money to just tell this motherfucker all my business? Like, that's not like a thing I want to do.
You pay him and he gets all the good shit.
Yeah, you sitting around just I'm like, hold up, man, this is stupid.
I'll tell you what, therapists are also like.
But it was, I will say, it was very positive for me.
Yeah.
That was in the beginning stages of me first being able to getting out of rehab and starting to, readjust to being out in the world and shit. So I had to do something, What was the main issue that came up in therapy that you were trying to deal with? It was just a lot of underlying trauma. Childhood shit.
Right.
And you get so many of these shits that you just never get over, and you just store that shit into your fucking back of your mind. That's what it is.
They store it.
Kind of shit, and then you got these voices in your head, and that's the only way you can fucking silence them is fucking doing substances.
Right. And that's the thing about therapy is they realize that there's like a room in your brain, and that shit sits in there, and that trauma doesn't know that time has moved on.
No.
It's alive like it just happened yesterday until you can release it.
So once I was able to get over that shit and realize I guess my purpose in that sense, because I even had this whole I don't know, I was just real discouraged with how my life was going at that time.
Yeah.
Now I'm happier than ever. I can't even, and then you thinking you doing all this shit, like you say, to silence those voices in your head, and you think it's just making everything better, but all you're doing is putting a Band-Aid over a gunshot wound type shit,
Well, yeah, because I don't think it's about getting rid of it. You'll never get rid of it. It's always going to be there. It's about making peace with it.
Yeah.
It's about living with it.
And that's what I did.
Right.
So it's been great ever
Good,
since.
man.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
All right, next up we got accidents happen. Hey, Danny, were you ever nervous about meeting a girl's parents for the first time or have any embarrassing stories? One time I met this girl's dad at a Raising Cane's and I hit a truck trying to park. When I went inside, he noticed and asked me about it. I told him it was an accident and he told me it was his truck. We laughed and thought it was awkward. He still let me date his daughter. Shouts out to Nicholas. I will say I'm not trying to meet a girl's parents if it's not about to be anything real serious.
Yeah, 3 months.
3 months? I need a couple years.
Yeah, then the father's gonna resent you. For waiting that long.
I don't know. I just cause I don't know. You never know how this relationship's going to go. And there's nothing worse than you being in love with a girl and you meet her parents and you love you love her parents and shit.
Yeah,
it's that's another relationship in itself. Having a relationship with her family, and then it's I don't want to leave this girl because I love her dad. We hang out and watch football.
Yeah.
I don't like you no more, bitch, but I love your dad, man. I don't want to get in this relationship. You know what I'm saying?
It's Christmas dinner. You're sitting there. She's pissed off.
He got the fried chicken scallopini or something. You know what I'm saying? It's I ain't getting no more chicken scallopini now. So it's that kind of shit.
I had a girlfriend when I was in high school named Lisa Cosmos, who was just such a great girl and so pretty, but her mom was a hairdresser and she was smoking hot. And she'd walk around with a wife beater and no bra.
Oh shit.
And she'd bend over and do some dishes and I'd catch a peep and and I'd flirt. She'd flirt with me. I swear to God.
Oh shit.
And so I think that Lisa started to sense that a little bit.
Mom
and it got
was hot.
weird. Yeah, Mom was hot. And then sometimes I come over and Lisa wasn't there. And we just hang out.
But that is a good sign, though, when you got a hot mom, because then you know what she's going to look like when she get older.
My wife's mom is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
All right.
That's kicking the tires. that's kicking. That's the one reason you want to meet the parents. You want to get a look at the mother.
Let me see what you're going to be looking like. All right. Switched up. Hey, Danny, I lost my virginity to this girl I really like, and afterwards she broke up with me and became a lesbian.
Damn.
I feel pretty low about it. I can't talk about it with my friends because they just roast me, but I'm wondering if sex with me is bad and how can I move forward? Shouts out to Ben. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. I mean, to make somebody just change their whole sexuality is kind of a thing, but fuck that. No more dick for me.
She quit dick.
Yeah.
Damn.
But it might not have nothing to do with, I think as men sometimes we put too much onto sex. It might not have nothing to do with sex. It could be an emotional thing. And maybe that's just what she always wanted to do anyway. And you she just fucked around with you and was like, nah, I'm really gay. You know, so I wouldn't even put it on the sex thing, you know?
I had a girl when I was in college. There was this girl that I dated who was a lesbian. Like I was the first guy she ever dated. She grew up in Iowa, and she was a track star, and she had a scholarship to Harvard. She's beautiful. And her parents met. She was an orphan because when her parents met, they were at a track meet in Iowa where she grew up. And I guess the dad was black and the mom was white. And so at the time in Iowa, they like didn't want to have a biracial kid.
Oh wow!
So they gave it up for adoption. So
That's fucked up.
Yeah. So she gets raised by this minister, and she goes to Harvard. In high school, she had lesbian relationships. Went to the prom with a girl. Went to Harvard, had a girlfriend, and then I met her. We were both waiting tables, and she asked me out, and I was like, "That's weird," because she's gay. And then we had sex, and you know, track star body.
Oh shit! You know that Neapolitan.
Yeah. She had the gold medal around her neck.
You know?
And it was good sex. And then afterwards, I just looked at her and I go, "See that? Sex is sex." And she goes, "Get the fuck out of my room." She was so mad. She thought I was like marginalizing it.
Yeah.
And she got pissed off. She kicked me out, and that was it. It
Damn,
was over.
you fucked up.
I fucked up.
God damn,
I like
man.
that girl.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think as men, we just put too much on sex and just think that's the end all, be all type shit. And I don't think if you just don't change sexualities just based on one sexual experience. So I believe that she already felt that way, and maybe she was just, you know, still trying to. Some people are not really comfortable in that space yet, you know?
Yeah, and I think especially women, I think women more than men are able to go back and forth and feel it out. They jump in this pool for a little while, they jump in that pool for a little while, and then they maybe figure it out. I know people that have gone back and forth their whole lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got fantasy punishment. Hey, Danny, I don't know if you fuck with fantasy football. Yes, I do. But I do. I'm in the league right now and need to settle something. This year we planning a fun punishment for whichever dude loses the most games at the end of the season. Of the following punishment choices, which would you vote for in our fantasy league? Loser has to hang out inside a Waffle House for a consecutive 24 hours, but can reduce the total time by an hour for each waffle he eats. That's fucked up. Loser has to create an OnlyFans and must post feet pics every day for an entire month. Or loser must spend 24 hours in Las Vegas, which is $20 and no hotel room. Love the show. Shouts out to Donnie. I think the Waffle House one is the most fucked up one because I can't eat waffles that much. That would just be like,
No, and a fight's gonna break out.
And I feel like the OnlyFans one's the easiest. Post feet pics every day. That ain't shit.
Well, it depends on your feet. I hate my feet.
I got nice feet.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I see you do your fingernails. Do you do your toenails
Hell
too?
yeah. I mean, that's really the most important thing.
Yeah.
You got to take care of that. I think anybody, if you take care of it, it's going to, you know, I didn't always have the best looking feet in the world, but now, you know, I'm comfortable whipping them out now.
That's good. I don't have a foot fetish, but like, I get it. Like,
I'm not fucking
some
with
women
no,
have
I'm not
beautiful
fucking with
feet.
no girl with nasty feet.
No.
That's like the
right.
I don't care how beautiful you is. If the feet look fucked up, it's not happening.
I don't want a foot with like the thumb toe is all hooked in, and then like the third toe is like an inch longer than the other ones.
Yeah,
like it's giving you the
nasty.
finger.
I mean, as long as you take care of them, that just shows how much you care about hygiene in that sense. I feel like the feet is the most. I mean, you walk around all day. I mean, you lose your feet, you fucked.
Yeah.
So I feel like you should take care of that more than anything.
Yeah, I think your feet and if some guys they get like yellowy.
Yellow toenails.
The
and
yellow
shit like
toenails,
that.
and they get
disgusting.
hard, and
it's disgusting.
Yeah.
And then it's nothing worse than you laying up spooning with a bitch and you feel the crusties.
Yeah.
You know, you want to play some little footsies, trying to be romantic. Crusty, bitch,
like
you got crusty.
sandpaper.
Yeah, no, this is nasty.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
No.
That's just where I draw the line right there.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get your feet done.
You ever kiss a girl's feet?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suck some toes.
You do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't want to see that. I can't even look at that.
Yeah, that's like
That bums me out.
basketball player feet and shit.
Yeah.
Like that. But it's crazy to me how women have the most fucked up feet and still wear sandals. Like,
yeah,
it's just like the crazy shit. Like, I don't trust no girl that just wears sneakers all the time.
That's true.
Like, you
80-degree
something.
day and you're walking around in some high tops.
You hiding something. You wearing LeBrons and shit.
Right.
Like, I ain't trusting that.
No, you know who's got the best? Asian women have the best feet.
Because they do how to do nails.
They do the nails. That's right.
Yeah, they've been doing that shit since they was fucking kids. They've been in their mom's shops and shit.
Right,
so they can hit their shit up themselves.
They grew up doing toenails.
Yeah, so they don't have. I've never gotten my feet done by another race. It's always been Asians.
Oh yeah, and then, when Angela Johnson used to have that bit about how they talk about you in whatever.
Oh, I know they be
Korean or
talking
whatever.
shit about me.
Yeah.
But I just be like, whatever, hit these toes up.
How long does it take?
I've been in there for hours. It depends on where you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you're going to get a good one, it's going to take some time. Because I've been some places where it happened quick. And you be like, fuck, my shit is already, got to get my nails done again. Mm-hmm. It's already going bad.
Damn.
So it takes some time if you want to get it good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you was just talking about, you just put out a special not too long ago.
Yeah.
So what was the process of coming up with what you wanted to put into the special?
Well, I was going to do it before COVID, so I had the hour of material, and then COVID happened, so everything got pushed. And then I came out, and then a year later I shot it, and it did. I'm editing it, and I'm like, doesn't look good. Like the cameras, they had the filters on wrong, and the lighting wasn't good. And I was like, I can't put this out. This means too much to me. So I just threw the whole thing out, ate the money. And then I told Adam Egget over at the Comedy Mothership. He books the Mothership. He used to book the Comedy Store in L.A. And he goes, "Do it here. Do it at the Mothership." Because Rogan's like one of my oldest friends. Mm-hmm. We've known each other 35 years. And I go, all right, I'll do it there. And the stage there is beautiful. Mm-hmm. And they pack it in. The crowds are hot. So I shot 2 shows on a Saturday night, and it was the material that I've been working on for, through when my kids were like late teenagers until now they're 21 and 23. So it's a lot about just real shit. My kids thinking they're cool and that I'm not. Mm-hmm. That whole thing. It's like, you don't know me, motherfucker. So there's a lot of that. There's some sexual stuff about my wife, which my kids watched the special. My daughter stopped watching halfway through. She's like, "Dad, I don't need to know about that shit." I was like, "I told you not to watch it." So we put it out. It's called You Know Me, and it's doing really well. We seem to have gotten into the algorithm a little bit, which I didn't think we would because it's so filthy. But I did a bunch of podcasts, and I think that's helping it get some people to check it out.
That's dope. So how do you even like you said like filthy jokes about your wife and your daughter came? How do you deal with stuff like that? Like does that I guess what I'm asking is does that curb your writing sometime? Or think, you just like, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna just say what the fuck I want to say.
Both. I think there's times where something happens. Like when I go on stage, I just kind of riff. Mm-hmm. Like I have my written stuff, and then there's a certain part of the show where I have ideas that I just have in my notes in my phone, and I'll just spit something out that's like half thought out, and then the kind of fear of being in front of people and having to make them laugh forces the creative juices to come out, and that's when I kind of write the joke. And so sometimes it's stuff about my wife, and I'll just be thinking about, I had erectile dysfunction with my wife last night. That's what I was talking about, and it turned into like a really funny bit. I was just thinking of stuff on stage, and then when you kill really hard with material, it's very hard to just get rid of it then. Yeah. So I don't plan on doing stuff that would be offensive to my wife and kids, but if it's killing,
yeah, it is. It's paying a bill.
That's what I said to my daughter. We were in my house, and I go, "Look around." I go, "How do you think this got paid for?"
Yeah, exactly.
So I think they've grown up knowing I'm a comedian, and they know that I don't call myself dirty, but I'm real. I talk about real stuff. And my mother definitely has a hard time. She watched my special, and she left me a message. She goes, "You're such a good performer. Congratulations." And I could just hear she wasn't going to say about the material. It bums her out. But I think that comedians that can be clean, that's great. But I like dangerous comedians. I like people that put it out there, and challenge, like find that line and then just go just a little bit over it, make people uncomfortable. And then if you can make them laugh through that, now it's like, wow, now I just did an anti-gun joke in Texas. I have that on the special.
Oh, shit.
I got abortion jokes in Texas, pro-abortion jokes in Texas. I like that. I like to push back. Some comics go, oh, I'm working the deep South and I'm a Democrat. I can't talk about shit. No, pussy. That is when you talk about it. Yeah. That's when comedy to me is when you get that pushback. When you're going to maybe get somebody to yell at, you're going to get some people to walk out. Then you're in the trenches. That's when you find that really good tension with the crowd.
Yeah, because that's something I guess I struggle with sometimes too.
Yeah.
Where I'm writing or even songs, but like you say, if it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
It doesn't even fucking matter,
Right.
But sometimes I don't want to, say something that'll hurt somebody's feelings or something like that, but it'd be like, fuck it, man. It is what it is.
You got a wife or kids or anything?
Yeah.
Wife and kids?
I got a 23-year-old daughter.
Oh,
and
wow.
I have a girlfriend I've been with for a long time.
Damn. So do you think about, like when you talk about not doing offensive stuff, do you think about your daughter saying it?
Yeah, because I have a whole song where I just rap about eating pussy for like 4 minutes long. And I remember I performed that song and she was there. And the crowd loves that song. Like every time I do, like it be times where I don't do that song, it's going to be someone in the crowd like, do that. And I'd be like, fuck. And I remember performing that song and she was there. And I just remember looking over at her and it was just like the look of horror was on her face.
Right.
And it's like, so I don't perform it no more, but it's kind of like the only girl song that I have,
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't say I have like that much music like about women,
Really?
I mean, I talk about like sexual shit, but I'm saying like that song was like, it was like, I don't know. I was kind of like being like it was like pro-feminism or some type of shit,
Yeah.
Like,
trying to encourage men to do it more.
A whole song about eating pussy. It was really funny to me. Yeah. When I first wrote the song, I laughed hysterically at it. Like, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
So that's why, I made the song in general. But when I had performed that day, it was just, I felt bad.
Yeah.
Like even recently, my daughter just was with me last weekend. We went to Dallas. I had a show in Dallas. And just some songs that I perform and when she's there, it'd be like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm fucking, it's nothing. I'm like 40 years old rapping about fucking bitches and that kind of shit. It's just like, you too old for this shit, Dad. Like, what is going on? But even though I do have more like serious, topic songs and stuff like that, but that ain't what I perform,
Yeah, well, that's what my daughter said to me, and it's a good point. She goes, look, Dad, people may want to hear jokes about sex and having sex, but they don't want to hear it from a 58-year-old guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have heard that before, but I don't know. I'm a sexual person.
It's like dirty old man type shit.
Yeah. I am a dirty old man.
I know, right?
I was a dirty young man, and now I'm a dirty old man. I've always thought about sex a lot. I walk through airports. I see hot chicks. I check them out. I'm nasty. I fantasize about, oh my God, look at her skin. Like, I like to touch her skin, or and I'm not, and I never stare. I'm really good about like nobody catches me looking at them. But I'm taking little snapshots. I'm checking them out, and I'm logging it, filing it away.
Yeah.
And
your wife doesn't even trip about no shit like that?
Nope.
Yeah, see?
Well, it's no, because when you're walking with your wife,
if
I'm at the beach with my wife, I get the wraparound sunglasses, and I'll be looking straight at her, but my eyes are pinned in the corner of my eyes, checking out this girl on Venice Beach who's from Paris, so she's got her top off. What am I going to not look at that?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, men. I mean, it is what it is.
I think she feels, I still think my wife is sexy as shit. She's 58, and it's so weird because there's moments where I go like, oh my God, I'm having sex with a 58-year-old? You know what I mean? Like if you had told me when I was 18 that I was going to fuck a 58-year-old, I would have blown my head off. But now I'm into it. Like I really do. I think she's beautiful.
Oh my God, that's hilarious, man. All right, let's spin the wheel and get out of here, man. You got some shit you want to plug?
Yeah. You Know Me is on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube channel, it's Greg Fitzsimmons Comedy. Please subscribe, watch it, comment on it. And then I got a podcast called Fitzdog Radio.
Hell yeah.
And I got a podcast called Sunday Papers. And just Do I thank you now for having me on?
Thank you so much for coming through, man. It was great to talk to you, man.
Yeah.
You're a fucking killer, man.
Yeah, no, I've always heard great things about coming on this show.
Yeah,
so I'm really
man.
happy
So
to
thank
be
you
here.
so much for pulling up, man.
Thanks.
All right. Hang gliding.
Damn.
Yeah, hang gliding is white people shit. Because I never seen a black person hang glide.
Yeah.
I mean, my whole thing,
you mean never seen a black person hang glide?
No, I've never seen a black person hang glide.
Yeah.
So I think that's just like, is that like an expensive thing to do?
I think it's very expensive. And then you've got these guys in Europe that do this thing called squirrel diving, I think it's called.
Oh, yeah, with the suits.
With the suits.
Yeah.
And they go flying down like right along the sheer part of the cliff. They're like a few feet away from the cliff.
Oh, there go a black dude hang gliding. You
Oh,
just had
there
to prove
you
it
go.
wrong.
Yeah, but there's a white guy on his back.
But I'm pretty sure he has a white wife. Yeah.
As he's landing, you see a white woman
Yeah.
going like, you did it, honey. You did it. You're the first. No, that's not. No, that's flying squirrels. That's the wingsuit. That's what it is.
But
Wingsuit.
the wingsuit. Yeah.
And those dudes go. They're going 150 miles an hour and they're skimming along cliffs. It's crazy.
What is it about white people that they just want to play with death?
Well, because life's so easy for us. I mean, I know it's harder for you, but we just glide through it effortlessly. We had it all set up for us. We need challenge.
That's hilarious. I think that was the best answer I could have heard because that made so much more sense now. Yeah, you waking up in the hood every day. That's fucking hang gliding.
That's right.
Walking to the liquor store and shit. That's bungee jumping every time you leave your fucking house as a fucking nigga in the hood. So yeah, it makes sense.
Right. This is a metaphor for what you guys go through every day.
Yes. Every time you see a cop car pull past you, you're like, oh shit, rock climbing.
Yeah, right. Right. And you gotta you
It's extreme sports in the hood. That's what that is.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes more sense. I mean, that's beautiful and all that shit, man, but I was shitting my pants.
That's why you don't want to hang glide behind somebody.
Yeah. But yeah, hang gliding. I mean, how do you? I mean, I think I've seen shit like when you go skydiving and shit, and they have like institutes where you get into like the wind tunnel type situation.
Yeah.
But how do you practice this?
Yeah. Well, they showed the guy with somebody on your back. I've never parachuted, but I would like to jump out of a plane at some point. Have you done that?
I mean, people have told me that it's like life changing.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've thought about it.
I feel like it's a bucket list thing. You know,
I thought about it.
Yeah.
But knowing my dumb ass, I'd die. I'd be the one motherfucker that died. Everybody else do it.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't be respectable to die from skydiving.
No, because if you die and you had some horrible pancreatic cancer, people are at the wake and they're going like, Danny was like, he fought it. He fought hard. He was brave. But if you die hang gliding, people just stand there and go like, they just like, well.
Stupid ass. That's what you get. You know? So yeah, I don't, I would like to go do the, just go to like the facility and do the training thing, do the simulation version of it.
Yeah.
I think I would do that first.
I think it's like, people always ask me about, I want to do stand-up comedy, but I got to.
That is skydiving.
That's what I say to them. I go, it's skydive. I go, just do it once. Then you did it. You can talk about it for the rest of your life. You did stand-up comedy. Have you done it?
I went with Hannibal, and I went up at one of his shows.
Oh,
before.
did you really?
Yeah, and I sucked.
Well, nobody's good at first.
I sucked. I thought I would be better.
Did you tell jokes?
Because people always tell me that I'm funny. Like, I tried my best. But
did you jokes or stories?
Look, I sucked so bad I had to end it with a freestyle. That lets you know. Once I had to go to what I do. Yeah. That's what I know. But people always tell me all the time, like, you need to get on stage, I'm like, well, you need to get in the booth. Let me hear you spit a Hot 16 first. Right. So I'm just stick to what I know.
T.I. comes out sometimes.
Yeah, but T.I. is funny. I mean, I think T.I. can do it because his normal conversation is just how he say words is hilarious. So I can see him just going up there and being good at it. You know?
Right.
But yeah, man. rappers, it's hard to try to do anything else. They'd be like, just shut up and rap. It's almost like the shut up and dribble thing with basketball players. Like, don't try to do nothing else. Just fucking rap.
I don't know about that. I think there's a kind of a shared creativity between the two. You know.
I think if for anything, I would like to do like more like sketch comedy.
Okay.
If more than doing stand up.
Right.
Like I can see myself being good with that. You know,
shoot some videos, man. You got the green screen right here.
You know, doing improv stuff like that. I'm more comfortable, I think, with doing something like that than going on stage and telling jokes.
Yeah, because then you're not alone.
Yeah,
you got somebody to share it with you.
So I was actually thinking about joining an improv group.
Do it.
Maybe I should do it. You know,
that'd be great.
See, I've been talking about it a lot too, so I guess I have to. Well, all right.
Yeah.
We'll get ready to get up out of here, man. Thank you again so much for coming through, man.
Thanks, man.
I love you guys, man. We see y'all at the same time, same channel. We out of here. Peace.